The BeamNG Monster Jam Series Green Division is back in the United States, as for the first time ever in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series, they head to Orlando, Florida in the Camping World Stadium. It's a new stadium and the fans are electric to see BeamNG Monster Jam action here in Orlando, and we'll see which of the 15 drivers can lay claim to the first ever victory here in Camping World Stadium, as we'll see next.
It's about that time, so put it up, let's get it on. Made it this far, time to show the world who's number one. Number one, pull it up to the line, let's do it. Let's do it. Anything in my way, I'm running through it. I watch the lights and my hands are sweaty. I hear the people screaming, so you better get ready. Yeah, cause when it drops, I'ma take the shot, rock the spot, make it hot. Cause it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that. Cause it's about that. It's been a long time. It's about that time. It's about that time. It's been a long time. Yeah, it's about that time. It's about that. It's about that time. It's been a long time.
It is the end of third week of competition here in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series as the Green Division drivers take on Orlando, Florida at the Camping World Stadium for the first time ever here in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series. I'm Joe Ricassi, along to me Trey Bardo. And Trey, after what we saw last week in Sydney with these Green Division drivers, I don't want to know what they're going to do as they're now back in the United States and for the first time ever here in Orlando.
Well, after what we've seen for the past, 5 events in a row, I'm ready for more tires to be broken off.
Oh, yeah. So you're already looking to the equipment breaking?
I'm ready for it, Joe.
Well, Trey, look at how steep these obstacles are. Even the racing lane, I think they brought back from Sydney, so that could lead to some broken parts on these trucks.
You know what? I'm just gonna sit back here with you and be ready for anything.
And not have to worry about it, not have to be the one to go fix the trucks. So we'll see who goes out there and who performs well here in the first ever event here in the Camping World Stadium in Orlando, Florida, as these 15 drivers are ready to take on the course here in the third Green Division event. Let's go take a look at the 15 trucks to freestyle here in Orlando. Starting out will be Travis Crampton in the Alien Invasion, then Brunsmick and Earthshaker, and in Big Kahuna, it's Zachary Fitzwater Sr.
In Medusa, it's Ben Pelle, and Monster Mutt Rottweiler, it's Matthew Burnett, and in Gravedigger, it's Nathan Stapleton.
Then we have Logan Williams behind the wheel of Obsessed. In Pirate's Curse, it's Evan Hunter, and in Blue Thunder, we have Luke Bowler.
In Max D, it's Anthony Hernandez. El Toro Loco has Brandon Beal, and in Megalodon, it's Chris Reynolds.
Then we have Noah Clifton in Jurassic Attack, Laura Chung and Bakugan Dragonoid, and last week's winner, Scooby-Doo, it's Samet Ozgen as the final truck out. So the first truck out, freestyle Trey, and unfortunately it's Travis Crampton in the Alien Invasion. A very tough break last week in Sydney, made 2 jumps and broke off a wheel early on, and only filled about 20 seconds of the clock. He's looking to try and fill out the full 90 seconds here tonight and go big for the fans here in Orlando, starting up the 90 seconds to the back of the racing lane.
You know, I always feel like being the first truck out is a 50-50 deal. Because one, you're the one that sets the bar and gets the fans going, right? But on the other hand, it means you had a crappy, freestyle run last week.
And also doesn't know, he doesn't know like what this track can do in terms of moves and tricks, right? The farther we get, that's a nice wheeler right there to the pod section. It'll actually go up the back of the single jump. As we get further into these runs, Trey, we're gonna see more drivers pull out, different tricks and maybe fail those tricks, and the other drivers can be like, oh, maybe I can try and be the one to do that. That's huge air and a long launch off that racing lane.
Yeah, Joe, I think they follow us.
I think ever since Sydney, every division has had these racing lanes that are both steep and good enough for long distances.
Good, I like it. So let's keep it that way. But so far the truck's holding up, knock on wood. But you know what? Being the first truck out, he's not doing too bad.
Travis Crampton putting up a very solid run here in the Alien Invasion. He's into the final 30 seconds here, so he's got some nice hits, some different launches. Needs maybe a wow factor to try and set his run away from others that come after him, but definitely a solid start to the night so far. If he goes the full 90 seconds, it won't be a terrible score. It could put him up decently high at the end of the run.
Joe, we might have our first time ever of Okay, good. I think we have our first time ever of all 3 trucks in each of the events during a week fill the clock.
Well, he tried to make sure that didn't happen. He actually went over, ended up on the wall to end the run. So a crazy move right at 0 for Travis Crampton that will be judged by the judges here as well.
Yeah, and I think the officials are tired of having trucks hit the wall and go on top of it.
Yeah, they're definitely not the happiest, especially after what Eli Bright did last night in Atlanta. But at least this one, only one wheel up on the wall. They should be able to get that down and not too much damage to the wall, or I don't think any damage to the seats, anything right there. The scores are a 7.5, a 7, and a 6 gives Travis Crampton in the Alien Invasion a 20.5 to kick off competition here in Orlando. So a decent score to put up at the start of the night, but now Bronsmick out in Earthshaker, another driver that failed to fill the clock last week in Sydney with a tough break early on. Minnick starts out the 9 seconds with big air off of the MX zone, got into the single jump for the trade, but he was able to control it off that.
Yeah, again, I'm going to say it. He helped build this track, so he should know what it's like. Well, maybe not.
Yeah, maybe he was tired and slept during a trade, but so far with how he's been going out, he's gotten into some precarious positions. Huge air off that race, and I think that one, Trey, a lot steeper than the one we have closer to our camera over here.
You know, that's not a bad thing, because if you get used to what they're both like, you're just going to nail it. But if they're different, then you know what? You don't know what to expect.
That is very true, Trey. Now Bronsmick nearing the midpoint of the run, cleared the MX hill off of that launch, having to slow down before he gets to the out of bounds. Controls it nicely, but Minnick so far, a solid run, decent moves, kind of like what we saw with Alien Invasion Travis Crampton. We definitely need some wow factors Minnick does to set himself apart from the Alien Invasion run.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely's got to, step it up here and start making this earth shake, because if he doesn't do it, he might not be taking the lead.
That was a good one, Trey. That was a nice air as well for Bronson Minnick. Oh, no, he's in trouble. On top of the pod, that's going to be a great save for Bronson Minnick.
Well, he listened to us, so he might have a earbud in the broadcast.
I guess he does. Now, final 15 seconds for Minnick. Where's he going to go? Maybe to the backflip ramp, but will be second truck of the night to go for the backflip, and he will complete it just like Travis Crampton. Into reverse quickly, Trey. What can you do for the final 5 seconds?
I don't know. I better hope he hits something here. He got it. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh. What a stuff for Bronsmick to end out the 90 seconds.
How does the wheel not break off?
Something broke, but it was not the wheel. So something took the brunt for the wheel in this one, Trey.
It looks perfectly fine.
Here's the first save, which a lot calmer than what we saw there at the end right here. He gets onto one wheel. This is what kind of ended his run last week in Sydney, but this time he's able to get up on top of the pod instead of flipping over because of the pod.
So maybe he learned?
that or the luck finally went his way here tonight. And here's this backflip, nicely executed, just like what we saw with Alien Invasion.
Yeah, and then I thought it was going to tip over right there, but I think him putting it in reverse might have stopped that.
And then here's this final move as he just goes for something right here as he knew the clock was ticking down. And right here, look at that. Wow.
I think he literally just separated everything from the wheel except for the knuckle itself.
Yeah, he broke a lot in the front except for the wheel, which I'm sure I'm sure everyone likes to see the wheels stay on here at the end of the run. But it was a good run, and it's going to be the new leader with a 9, an 8.5, and a 7, a 24.5 for Bronsmick in the Earthshaker. That was a big score to put up as just the second truck out. Only 5.5 points to work with, but this man knows how to go big as it's Zach Vittor Sr., the third truck out here in Big Kahuna, the Season 2 champion of the series, going big to start the 90 seconds off the racing lane.
That was something right there.
That was huge air for Fitzwater, and obviously he's a little bit disappointed with not filling the clock last week at his home event in Sydney, Australia. So Fitzwater, I think, coming out here with a big aggression to try and put up a decent score to maybe get to the lead here early on in competition.
Did we ever get an interview with him, or did we ever hear what he said about his run?
He was happy that he was able to entertain his fans there while he was able to be there, but was definitely disappointed that it ended early. But he said, that's kind of how it goes, and he's going to move on to the next event and go even bigger here.
Wow, he was actually like reasonable about it. Yeah,
I know.
Are we sure that was Fitzwater?
I don't know. Maybe it was a stunt double. But with how this freestyle's going, Trey, I think it's definitely Fitzwater behind the wheel here in Orlando.
And the truck's low together and it hasn't broken a single thing on it yet, so that's something.
Yeah, that is that's a little bit unnormal. But 30 seconds left for Fitzwater. He's had some decent moves, some big air. Now he's in trouble near the out of bounds, and a nice save to keep it out of the wall and out of the out of bounds. Now 20 seconds remains for Fitzwater.
What's he gonna be able to do now, Joe? He's gonna air it out here. Watch out for the not single jumps. Oh, wow. And hold on.
Where's he going with it? Where's he going?
No, he's good now.
All right, 10 seconds. Oh no, Tracy, you gonna do it again?
I think he might be.
Can he complete it this time?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Is it? Aw.
Well, two times was not the lucky charm for Fitzwater. Maybe third time will be the charm next week. But
I was gonna say, I guess he's gotta do it next week now.
yeah, unfortunately for Fitzwater, that's the second straight failed attempt at a reverse backflip. But this was a cool save right here. But Trey, Fitzwater probably had the biggest momentum of anyone we've seen so far tonight. But did he have enough moves to overtake Bronson Mix 24.5?
You know what? I don't know. I learned a lesson with trying to judge, and
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe if he landed this.
Yeah, if he landed that, I think he definitely takes the lead. But now I think it's going to be a toss-up. I think this run and Earthshakers go hand in hand. It's going to be very close either way. So we'll see what the judges think. Will they tie them? Will they put one on top? We're about to find out. The scores are in 2, 8, 5s, and an 8. It will be enough to take the lead by half a point. It's a 25 for Zach Fitzwater Sr. And the Big Kuna now sits in the hot seat here in Orlando. 3 trucks out, Trey. 3 massive scores. What can Ben Pelle and the Medusa do to try and overtake now with just 5 points to work with for this Medusa truck?
I love how fancy his last name sounds.
Pelle? Yeah, it's probably my favorite last name to say if anyone's in the series.
Yeah, I have to agree with you. It makes me feel like I need a glass of wine next to me every time I say it.
That's very true, Trey. Hopefully this run can make it feel a little bit more fancy as well, and maybe put a really big score up. That's an interesting move for Pelle, but greatly controlled out of the Medusa truck.
What's he gonna do now? He's gonna bring it around here, back of the racing lane.
Yeah.
It doesn't have as much air.
Yeah, I think he was maybe looking for a skywheeler there, but I don't know if they built up the back end like they built up the front end.
You know what? Imagine if they did though, and that might not be the best thing.
He just jumped over the single jump. That single jump, more than others we've seen, is in a terrible spot because it's right where you come off the MX hill.
No, it's fine.
Okay, that's how it was meant to be designed like that, right?
Yeah, 100%. Oh,
nice backflip.
The track crew said that the single jump hasn't caused it.
Oh, Trey, a power wheel! He carried it to the MX hill!
Wow, that was...
Oh
my goodness.
Where's he going? Oh my
no.
gosh!
Well, I was going to say that the track crew said that single jump hasn't caused enough damage yet this season, and it looks like I was right.
Yeah, it just caused a lot right there. So this was interesting.
That was strange.
Yeah, so right here, he does a backflip, starts to back it up, and then right here, he just slams it into first gear, and it just lifts the front tires up.
I don't know if he was expecting that, but he carried through with it.
Yeah, I think right here, once he got up onto the rear wheels, he just had a brick on the pedal. I don't think he lifted
and then right
once.
here, that slammed it. It looked like he was about to have it saved.
And he kept it in the gas.
I don't know what he was trying to do there.
He was trying something, right? He saw he had like 10 seconds left. He was going for something big, but unfortunately for Pelle, he did not fill out the clock in the Medusa. It was a solid run, though, before. We'll see what the judges think. A 7.5 and 2 6.5s. They'll put Pelle into a tie for third place with a 20.5 in the Medusa truck. So, Trey, the first 4 runs that have gone out, 2 20.5s, a 24.5, and a 25. Can Matthew Burnett continue this string of really good runs here in the Monster Rottweiler, or will he be the first to maybe fall victim to a bad score here tonight in Orlando?
Yo, guess what?
What?
Years.
There they go.
I love it. I'm going to say it every single time.
I don't blame you either, because they can get interesting at times going through there. But Burnett, bit of an issue right there. 2 wheels, but a nice save out of the Rottweiler. That was within the first 20 seconds straight, so already a decent move out of the way early on.
I thought he was going to be going for a front flip with his second hit.
Yeah, that would have been an interesting maneuver if he tried to do that. But maybe saving up. Maybe he was testing the waters, right? Maybe he has it in store for later in the run.
Well, I guess we'll have to see now. Oh, he's gonna flip it around here. You know what? Every time I see a truck do that, I always have flashbacks of trucks, just grabbing grip and flipping over.
Yeah, they're testing. Oh, look out! 2 wheels again, 1 wheel again. Nice save out of Burnett again.
Like that, like that. Except it's just from turning, not from a ramp. Oh, watch out for the single jump.
Oh no!
Oh, I told you.
Trey, he was obviously not listening like Minnick was.
Nope, not at all. You know what, Joe? I think I just can see into the future because I know how those work.
Well, Trey, there were 30 seconds left on the clock, and unfortunately for Burnett, this was a really nice save. I mean, he had 2 nice saves going before that issue, but that single jump, he didn't have enough momentum to get onto the other end of it. He actually ended up right in the middle of it.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's going to break it 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, and he's just going to lay it down. Time to go to sleep.
Yep, Dog wants some rest on the Orlando Stadium floor. The scores are in. They're going to be a little bit lower, obviously. A 5, a 4, and a 4 gives Matthew Burnett a 13. The Rottweiler, not what he was looking for his 3rd event out here in Orlando. So disappointment for Burnett, but now Nathan Stapleton on the Gravedigger and Trey after last week with that huge collision on the rear end of the Gravedigger truck for Stapleton. They could not use that truck here this week in Orlando, and they're probably not going to use it for the rest of the season. So Stapleton in a completely new Gravedigger chassis and truck that he is foreign to. So do you think he's been testing throughout the week trying to get used to this truck?
No, he's just going to go and act like it's its old truck.
Okay, so well, hopefully he doesn't.
Hey, what'd they do with the old truck?
They're still trying to fix it back at the shop.
I want it.
Oh, you want it? Well,
yeah.
I think they want to fix it so that maybe Stapleton has it for the World Finals in case he makes it there.
No, but I still want it.
Okay, well, maybe if he digs this one to the ground, you can get the other one.
All right, fair enough. Well, let's hope he can do that. Go, Staple!
That was nice right there for Stapleton. So far, really no stranger to this new Gravedigger truck and Gravedigger chassis. He's going for it just like it was his old truck trade. So as you mentioned, it's not phasing in one bit. He's just going for it, and he's now halfway through the run in this Gravedigger.
Well, let's see what this one might not be good. Actually, it might be okay.
Oh my gosh, Trey! He hit the lip of the ramp and did a forward went to backflip!
Are you sure this isn't the old one?
No, I mean, it's a Gravedigger 34 out here.
Are we sure this isn't the old one? I don't know. I didn't think that was going to be able to happen.
Well, Trey, he's now into the final 10 or so seconds. That big move. I think this is definitely challenging for the lead. Fitzwater's definitely shaking in the hot seat.
If he can get something big out of this last hit right here, it might.
Oh my gosh! Wow.
Is he okay?
He hit that thing right on the front. My word.
All right. Well, this was the backflip.
This was the backflip. Look how he just perfect landing.
That looks like one of them, arena series.
Yeah.
The small stadium series.
Yeah.
That looks like one of them.
I know.
I forget who did it, but someone did it.
I don't know how Stapleton found a way to do it here, launching from the MX Hill to the pod, but he worked it out. This was the final move, Trey. Look at this hit. Oh. That is hard.
It looked like nothing really broke on the truck, though.
Yeah, so, I mean...
Maybe they beefed it up just for Staple.
They could have. I mean, they saw what he did last week. We'll see what the scores are coming in for the judges. A 25 is the score to beat, and it will be enough with a 9.5 and 9. 8.5 is a 27 for Nathan Stapleton. The Gravedigger sits in the hot seat once again. Trey, was only fitting that Nathan went out there and took the lead because his 2 Gravedigger teammates so far this weekend, they've gotten into the hot seat on their own, and they finished second in their event. Stapleton hoping he can maybe get first. As now Logan Williams out in the Obsessed. He's going to try and knock off Stapleton right after he gets into the hot seat.
Has there ever been a time where all 3 of the
Gravedigger drivers finished in the same position in the same week?
I don't think that's ever happened. So, if you wanted to happen, Trey, you have to root for only one of these drivers after Stapleton to go and beat him.
Well, that was cool.
That was, yeah.
Oh, hold on. Okay.
All right.
Anyways, I'm not saying I want it to happen. It just would be interesting.
Yeah.
Do you get a trophy for second place?
It would be, I don't think so. Maybe at the World Finals you get something, but I don't think you get anything for a normal event if you get second.
All right, well, that's fair enough.
You just get the points that go with it.
You don't get a participation trophy?
No, they don't give out medals or anything, but Logan Williams is hoping they can get the trophy for winning this event because so far he's had some decent momentum. He had that little one-wheel wheelie early on in the run. He's still carrying this decent momentum, but after seeing that backflip that Stapleton pulled out, Trey, what do you have to do to try and top that?
Do that as well as a couple of saves on top of it.
Oh, okay, so we'll see if
maybe a front flip.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, Williams has pulled off a front flip before in the Obsessed, but it was 2 front flips when he did. One landed pretty hard on the chassis of the truck.
Well, go 3.
All right, so don't know if he can find a place to do that, but so far he's finding places to get some nice air, but definitely needs one of these wow factors in the run, as he only has 5 seconds left in the Obsessed.
Well, hold on.
Wow, look at that. Oh my gosh. What a save.
Well, it was a wow factor, but Joe, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think.
You don't think it was the backflip type wow factor?
Correct.
All right. Well, I think for Williams, though, this should be a pretty decent score. Maybe not, lead taking, but it should be somewhere definitely inside the top 5 here.
Yeah, I do have to agree with that. Definitely a top 5 run. I just don't think it's lead taking there. But I mean, this was a nice way to end it out. I thought it was going to go into the wall.
Well, the officials happy that that didn't happen, because it's happened so many times so far this season. Logan Williams able to keep it actually even in bounds here in the Obsessed. As the scores are coming down from the judges, we'll see what they give him. 27 is the score to beat from Gravedigger. It won't be enough for that, but it'll be a solid 22.5 to move the Obsessed Logan Williams into 4th place currently of the trucks that have so far gone out. And now next out, Evan Hunter and the Pirates Curse. 2 solid runs to kick off his season here in the Green Division. And he's looking for even more in the Pirates Curse truck as he's turned around here and looking for his first move. Maybe going to be launching it over the MX Hill.
Nice air. I mean, completely cleared it, and he's going to be able to continue out, so that's a nice way to start your first run, Joe. But you know what? I think take the lead. We were talking about it. You got to start out from the very first hit, and you got to bring it all the way to the very last second.
Evan's done that before. He knows how to win these events. So if there's someone that could definitely do it from knocking Stapleton off, it could be Evan Hunter. Look at that air off the racing lane. Once again, that's matching the air Fitzwater got off that just a few runs ago.
Well, we know how Fitzwater's run went, so you can go get someone.
Evan's hoping, because that Fitzwater right now in 2nd place with a 25. Evan hoping that maybe he can one up him and maybe get up towards Stapleton's scores. So far, Evan nearing the second half of the run. Nice wheelie right there.
Got to be careful, though. That could have turned out really bad.
Could have, but Evan controlled it well. Now 40 seconds left for the Pirates Curse. Nice air off of the pod. Landing it nicely. Another wheelie up into that ramp. Oh my goodness. Gosh.
He's not done yet.
He's
going to try to pull out of it. Oh, no.
Oh.
And
it's balanced.
I didn't think it was going to balance.
No, for a while there, it looked like it was going to fall back down on its side, but Evan has it bounced over but this was one crazy crash tray. Look, just kind of floating through the air for a little bit right there.
And then he attempted to save it right here. I don't know if, I was going to say, if he maybe just let it roll there, I think it might have not worked out. The right here just didn't get enough going for it. They might have RI'd him. Yeah,
he was near the dumpsters, and I think they've had enough, and maybe they're going to start RIing them if they just get anywhere close to the dumpsters out of control. So,
I mean, I wouldn't put it past them.
Yeah, so Evan Hunter, tough break in the Pirates Curse. 2 4.5s and a 5.5 gives him a 14.5, the second lowest score of the night so far here at the Camping World Stadium in Orlando. Then we have Luke Bowler out in the Blue Thunder and Trey, probably the most impressive rookie here in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series in terms of consistency throughout the first 2 events. He's looking to continue that here in Orlando in the Blue Thunder, starting 90 seconds sideways off the MX Hill. Truck absorbed it well, Trey.
Yeah, Blue Thunder, you know what? That reminds you of the Blue Thunder win.
Yeah, Blue Thunder, a classic truck. Obviously, not the body style that is classic, but the name and just kind of the legacy of this truck. Love to see it back on top here in the BeamNG Monster Jam Series.
The legacy. Remember when it hit a camper on top of an MX hill?
And
remember how that went?
Yeah, that was bad.
Yeah. Remember how they never did that again?
I wonder why, Trey.
You know what? I think we should do that. That would fit our series pretty well.
Well, maybe we can get with some of the tractors. Luke Bowler, some of the first donuts we've seen that are scored tonight.
I think they might be the first donuts.
I think they are, actually. Looking back on it, I can't remember anyone that did.
I honestly think this is the first truck to do donuts in general.
Well, like at all. We've seen Luke Bowler, right, after the clock expired his last 2 events. He did some cyclones and flipped the truck over that way, so he's no stranger to doing those donuts.
Well, maybe it'll happen again if he can't fill the clock out.
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe he'll not complete the clock by doing cyclones and flip it over that way.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I didn't know how that was going to turn out.
Yeah, that was nicely controlled from Luke Bowler, but definitely it's been a solid run, great momentum, great hits, but needs something big. Oh, right here, baby. 8-pack backflip ramp into the side of the obstacle.
Oh, it worked.
Yeah, it did work. Not cleanly, but it did work. Worked a lot better than what we see in the past.
Oh. Okay, he's good. Well, Joe, is he gonna go the entire way this time?
Yep. Yep. Oh. Oh, it's over.
Oh, well, good enough.
Yeah, he likes to do that. That's like his signature move now. The clock expires. You expect him to go into some cyclones if the truck's still running.
That's fair enough. But right here, I mean, it didn't work as well as it did. What was it, last night?
Last night, yeah.
And then, I mean, it still worked though.
Yeah, it still landed back on all fours, and the judges loved that because he's so far the only person to go for that, and it completed. So that will definitely be some scores. And then right here, this was not scored. This was all for the fans here in Orlando, as he ends up getting the Cyclones going a little bit, then ending up flipping over onto his lid. So Luke Bowler, a solid run. I don't think it's going to challenge near the top, but it should definitely be a top half of the line run, as there weren't too many wow moments in it, but definitely did have some interesting moments, as we'll go see what the scores are for Blue Thunder and Luke Bowler. They're in 2 7s and an 8, so a solid 22. They'll put him right down to 5th place in the Blue Thunder here in Orlando. All right, Trey, 6 trucks left. Hernandez out in the Maxi. We talked about how, the Gravedigger drivers so far this weekend, they've both gotten second in their events. Well, Hernandez also has big shoes to fill because he hit his 2 teammates, Alexander 4th place, and then Jordan Stout 3rd place in their 2 events. So they both got top 5. Oh, by the way, Hernandez, after Sydney, said, I want the truck body, the old Max D body that I ran last season on my truck because I think it's a good look truck.
And you know what? I like it. I think I'd rather use that one a lot more than the newer type body.
Yeah, this is nice. And also, it helps for Hernandez that he won 3 events in this body last season. So, I mean, maybe
it's kind of just like a mental thing with him as well.
Yeah, maybe it just means something that he's buying this truck. Not saying he's had good runs in the spike body too, but this old style body was just it's special for him, I guess. I don't know.
I was gonna say, has he won in the spike body yet?
Yeah, he won his first season with Max D. Back in season 2, he won an event there, but definitely had his most success with this body last season.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Is that lava on this side? What is that supposed to be?
I don't know. Fire, lava. I mean, it's maximum destruction, so whatever causes destruction trades on the truck.
So probably lava.
Probably lava. That will cause a lot of destruction. So far, Hernandez not destroying too much, but definitely has the immense momentum going for him, and trying to fill out this clock as he's going for a backflip here with just about 20 seconds left. Oh my gosh. He stuffed that thing in, but it landed.
Yeah, I don't know if he was trying to do that.
I don't know if the rear wheels ever touched.
I don't think they did.
Oh, now he's going crazy.
Hold on. Okay.
Oh, look out! Look out! Dumpsters! Oh my gosh!
Is he going to be able to pull?
What? No way, Trey!
Well, that was a Max D save.
That came all within the time, so Hernandez, a really big save at the end, and now he's going to flip the truck.
Yet. And he's done. I think he's happy to be back in that body.
I think he is. So, Trey, do you think this can contend with Stapleton's 27?
Top 5.
Top 5? All right.
I don't think it's a winning run. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
A winning run? Yeah.
This was amazing though. Look at that. Brake, gas, and then full gas. I think
he was trying to see if the truck was going to settle it out.
Yeah, I think he was looking to maybe see like if he get onto the front wheels and go for some unique maneuver, but
and then right here, that would have been something if he would have been able to pull out of this, but I don't think it worked out in his favor.
No, and it also wasn't going to be judged. It was for the fans, but sure he definitely wanted to maybe pull some cool moves out for the fans. We'll see what the judges think. Remember, 27 is the score to beat from Nathan Stapleton in the Gravedigger. The scores are in 2 8 5s and an 8. We'll give Max D. Hernandez at 25, ties him with second place with Big Kahuna and Zachary Fattar Sr. All right, Trey, 5 trucks left, and it's the Animal Attack going after Nathan Stapleton, the first one out. The Crazy Bull, El Toro Loco, Brandon Beal, as he's in the yellow version of this truck.
Wasn't this, I would say, Becky?
Yeah, Becky McDonough's truck.
Yeah, okay. Because it has the pink bandana.
Yeah, the pink, on the horn up there, the right horn.
Well, let's see how long that lasts.
Probably not long, knowing El Toro Loco. But Trey, it's very interesting how this worked out, because here at the end, as Brandon Beal finally starts his clock out, he was kind of amping the fans up for a little bit right there. But these last 5 trucks, we have a Crazy Bull, we have a Shark, we have a Dinosaur, we have a Dragon, and then we have a Cartoon Dog.
How'd that work out?
I have no clue. I guess, you know what? We were in Australia last week. There's a lot of crazy animals over there, and the crazy animals worked out in Sydney.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'll give it to you. Hey, Joe, look, I think this is our second?
Yeah, second scored donuts.
Second scored ones. So the judges will like that, I think.
Now, only the Blue Thunder so far has had other donuts. Nice sky really over the back of the MXO for Brandon BeamNG. Also trying to carry this animal attack out and start out well, trying to go after Nathan Stapleton in the Gravedigger. Nice air off the racing lane again.
That was probably the longest launch we've seen.
Yeah, I'm surprised he got stopped before the dumpsters down there.
It probably is a good thing he did, because I don't know if they would have allowed him to continue.
Oh no, he's in trouble. Up onto the roof. Can he try and save it? No.
Not with him going towards the dumpsters like that.
No, and there was about 30 seconds left. Once again, just like what we saw with, I think it was Burnett and the Rottweiler, had about 30 seconds left, and right here, just caught that lip of the ramp trying to go for a wheelie.
On the plus side, the rescue crew doesn't have to travel that far.
That is true. When they are near the dumpsters, they just jump right down and they go over to the aid of the driver. But unfortunately for Brandon Beal, there was time left on the clock, and it's going to be a lower score here tonight. And in fact, it's actually going to time with Rottweiler, a 13, tied for last so far. The trucks that have gone out here in competition in Orlando. Right now, 4 trucks left. Chris Reynolds out in the Megalodon. Now the Shark next out to try and attack Nathan Stapleton in the Gravedigger. Still Stapleton on top with the 27, looking for his second event win of the season. And Reynolds starting out with a nice wheelie in the 90 carrying it into the pod. Wasn't too crazy really like we saw last week though, Trey.
No, but Joe, we still got 80 seconds left in the run.
Yeah, that's fair. So we'll see what Reynolds can do. Nice little sky right there over the MX. So it looks like he's taking his time, Trey, but it obviously worked out last week because he got 4th place in that event. So if taking it easy, you know, kind of taking your time here at the start of the run means you can get inside the top 5 at the end. I'm sure Reynolds will do that 10 times out of 10.
Yeah, 100%. How long does the tail last on this one?
Hopefully a lot longer than... I think it's already lasted longer than it did last week. Nice sky relay again! Well, with these sky relays, I don't think it's going to last too long.
I think it lost the tail within the first 2 hits.
Yeah, something like that. 2-3 hits, about like 30 seconds in. But now he's 45 seconds in the tail. In fact, everything's still on this Megalodon truck. So Chris Reynolds taking care of the truck and just trying to get into the final maybe 30 seconds and then really start to amp it up in this Megalodon as he's now nearing the final 30 seconds. So he really does need to start picking up though, Trey. Because when we saw Stapleton, I just don't think he's going to have enough if he doesn't start going.
Yeah, well, right here, it might be the start of something. Careful, out of bounds.
Yeah, he stopped the donuts to make sure he could get back going. Now, backflip with about 20 seconds left. Nicely done, Trey, but needs something really big here in the Megalodon.
Yeah, we'll have to see what he can do here. 10 seconds remaining. Nice air off of that little bit of skyway. He's going to go upside down.
Oh, my gosh.
What did I say?
Well, that was a hard hit. Oh, my gosh. That truck did not move once it hit the ground.
No, not at all. Maybe they should have built that with some super glue.
Yeah, he stuffed that thing in. This was a nice backflip, but unfortunately for Reynolds, the next move, look at this. It just stuffed in.
Yeah, and did not move whatsoever.
No, that was definitely going to hurt the driver, Chris Reynolds. He did have about 2 seconds on the clock. Shouldn't be really a deduction for that because he was basically done with the time. And we'll see what the judges think for Reynolds in the Megalodon. A 7.5, a 6.5, and a 7 gives the Shark a 21 here in Orlando. All right, 3 drivers left to try and go. Top Nathan Stapleton in the Gravedigger. Next down, Noah Clifton in the Crampton attack. Great to see him all right after that terrible crash he had last week in Sydney, but looking to keep his trend of top 3s alive here, Trey, so far this season. He's gotten 3rd and 3rd in both the 2 events so far.
Oh, that'll be something if he can continue it. Look at the air.
That was a nice sky wheelie. First hit as well.
He's going to be careful, though. Okay, he's good.
Now he's going to the racing lane. More huge air off of the racing lane. Landed it down nicely. Controlling it before the wall nicely. So Noah Clifton Jurassic attack going out on full attack here in Orlando.
You know what I just realized is that the horns aren't facing the same way on top.
No, they are. One's facing straight up and one is kind of slanted out forwards.
Why? Why?
Just uniqueness, I guess.
Real Triceratops like that?
I don't know. We'll have to look after this.
Yeah, I'm curious on what the reasoning got. Look at the air, though.
Yeah, Clifton's on an air attack right now. The Jurassic attack. Look out. Oh, my gosh. That could be bad.
This guy is, I think he wants to keep that streak going there, but if he's going to do moves like that and almost end his run early, it might not happen.
Wow. He's still going for it though. 30 seconds left in the Jurassic attack. What can he do to end out the run? Trying to beat that 27 set by Stapleton. Huge error going towards that ramp. Oh! What a hard hit.
Did he break a wheel off?
Yeah, he did. And now we'll see if he can continue the run out. No.
The dinosaur was hurt.
Yeah, and I think the officials put it out of its misery.
Well, that's disappointing.
Oh, the shock's hanging over there.
Oh, look at it. It is. I didn't even notice that.
Well, here's what ended the run in. Oh yeah, that would definitely break a wheel off.
It didn't even give it a chance.
No, and then you can even see the tie rod kind of swaying right there, and right there, that's where the shock broke.
Yeah, it's not in the best of shapes right now.
No, the front end of that truck is good. Is that the same side where he broke last week? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, maybe that's why it was weaker, because he hit that thing a ton last week, and unfortunately he put it through its paces again. So an early end to the run for Clifton, about 15 seconds on the clock. Still a decent score, an 18 for the Jurassic attack, but not near the 27 set by Stapleton early on in competition. Now two trucks remain to knock off Nathan Stapleton's 27. Laura Chung in the back of Gun Dragonoid, second place as the first truck out last week in Sydney, Australia. Now the second to last truck out. What can she do to top that 27, Trey? It's a big number to try and beat. Only 3 points to work with, but we know Laura Chung, she knows how to go big in these events.
This is a very unique looking Bakugan.
Yeah, I think it's from what I've heard, Aquos or something like that.
So water?
I think so.
I thought that was like only Pokemon.
Trey, I cannot tell you.
I'm confused.
Well,
but I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah, but we won't be confused about what Laura Chung's doing on the track. Wow, that was. I'm sure the officials were a little bit scared about that one.
Yeah, that way did not look like. Oh, hold on. Okay, yeah, but yeah, that truck did not look like it was under control. But I'm impressed by how fast he got it stuck.
Laura Chung, she's a master at her craft right now in this background direct mode, airing it out basically every chance she gets, whipping this truck around through the corners. Now halfway into the run and going for a backflip at the midpoint. This background Dragonoid completes it well.
Little tap to the wall, but that might have just set up the truck now.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh my God!
Oh no! Don't let that be the end of it.
Did she do that on purpose?
I don't know.
Oh, she's still airing it out. Nice wheeler right there. Oh, the single jump! Oh! Trying to see how hard she's in the gas, and it's going towards the wall.
What?
I don't, Trey. That is.
What?
You know, like last week in the yellow division when we saw like a truck bounce perfectly, just I think of Soldier Fortune just after the run ended, and I don't know how that one decided to do that, but
that was so weird.
Yeah, I don't know, but this was unique. I don't know if she was just trying to turn around or if she thought that this was going to do it and decided to go into a save because she was like, hey, I can control this.
I don't know if she meant to do that, though. I'm not going to, I guess we'll have to wait to see.
Yeah, we'll have to see what she says. But either way, it ended up with a save. But then right here, one wheel wheelie into the single jump, and look at the, oh.
And that doesn't break a wheel off. But then watch this. I just want to know how it balances.
Yeah, so she's in the gas hard. It's going towards the wall, so I'm sure they shut her down. And it just kind of rode its way up onto the sidewalls.
That's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. But unfortunately for Laura Chung, another early end to the run. These drivers have not been able to end them out as of late. And there'll be another lower score, 19.5 for Laura Chung, currently 10th place. But now just one truck left to knock off Nathan Stapleton. All right, Trey, so either way, we're leaving here tonight with our first multi-time event winner this season. Either it'll be Nathan Stapleton winning Week 1 and now Week 3, or Sabet Oskin going back-to-back in the Scooby-Doo. He's out to the track with nice air to start his 90 seconds.
Oh.
That was unique.
That worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to.
Yeah, so Oskin on full attack here in the Scooby-Doo, trying to find a way to beat that 27, but maybe he can pull out the consecutive backflip that he had like last week.
That would be pretty cool if he could do it twice in a row.
But we'll see what Oskin has up his sleeves here. It's just nice air right there off the MX Hill, nosing it down, but nicely controlled. Trey, 30 seconds in.
I thought that was going to turn out a lot worse than it did. But luckily, it didn't. Oh! Hold on. Give it a second.
Oh, can he save it? Oh, no!
Oh, no.
The backflip ramp screwed him up.
Did they shut him off?
I don't know if they shut him off or if it just, because he hit the backflip ramp, if it just kind of canceled the momentum he had going with the sidewall.
It might have. Right here. What, probably another 10 feet?
Yeah. And you can see how
And
far it is
then
on the side.
that's a shame.
Yeah, for
The
Oskin.
truck was pretty intact, though.
Yeah, I'm shocked that nothing broke, but the scores are coming in. They're obviously going to be maybe the lowest of the night. 4-3, 3.5, 10.5. That puts Oskin into last place. So that means, Trey, first two-time event winner this season. It's now Nathan Stipton, and the Gravedigger on top is 27, and Hernandez gets the tie for Fitzwater for second place.
That's going to be
Controversial?
yeah, that'll be fun.
Isn't it ironic that those two were the ones to tie?
I can't wait to hear their stories about that.
I honestly don't think anyone tied here tonight besides those two who looked
Except
down,
for
and then Rottweiler and El Toro Loco. So yeah,
whoever that tiebreaker judges, I need to go give him.
I think they have a
drink.
smirk. They have a smirk on their face up there.
That's so funny.
But we'll go look at the point standings here for the green division. Now, 3 events in, just 2 events left to make it into the top 7 in points. Stapleton has a comfortable gap now with his 2 event victories. Logan Williams, Hernandez tied right there, but just below Trey, it's a tie at the cut line. Laura Chung is in right now, and a tie over Fitzwater. So really big names down near the cut line after the 3rd week of competition. And join us next week on BeamNG Monster Jam JR TV coverage for the red, yellow, and green divisions in week number 4. We'll see you guys then.